Alright, so if you watch content on the internet, you've probably been seeing lately that a lot of people are posting short form content and just really videos with captions on them. There's words flying everywhere, and you'll see this a lot with people like Alex Hormozy, Graham Stephan, and really anybody on the internet that posts content. So by the end of this video, you should be able to add captions to short and long form videos literally within like 90 seconds, minus some adjustment in Premiere Pro and Capcut. And let's get into it. Also apologize for this ghetto mic setup, but until I hit like 1,000 subscribers or something, we're just gonna roll with it, so yeah. So obviously you'll see I'm on my desktop here. We're gonna jump right in and I'm gonna quickly show you how to download Premiere as well as how much it costs and stuff like that. And then if you want to use a free option, I am going to try to use Capcut, and I've actually never used it, but I was recommended to try it out. So we'll do that with you guys as well. So what you're gonna go ahead and do is open up your browser. I'm gonna use Safari for the sake of this video. We're gonna go here. We're gonna just look up Adobe. It's gonna load in. And then you're gonna need to make an account. I already have one, so I'm gonna log in here. Wow, I haven't done this in a long time. Let's just go to video, or we'll just look up, oh, here we go, download apps. So you go to download apps, it's gonna take you to Creative Cloud, and then at this point, if you don't have an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, you're going to have to buy one. Just go to view plans, $80 a month. Like I said, if you don't wanna do that, I'm gonna show you how to use CapCut as well, which I've also never done. So if we look up CapCut, I'm gonna make an account so you can see this. Let's download it. While that's downloading, we're going to hop into Premiere and I'm gonna show you how to use that first. Go to new project. I'm gonna say like captions test, you can name it up here. And then we'll save it on my desktop because I'm lazy. Go to create. And then you'll have your workspace open here. So now that your workspace is open, you're gonna go into here, and I have this Wall Street scene that we're gonna use to do the captions. So you're gonna drag that in. The sequence settings are going to automatically be what your footage is. But if you're doing something like short form or making stories, I'm gonna use a realistic example here. Like let's say TikTok. TikTok is 1080 and Instagram stories and stuff like that. That's all 1080 by 1920. So the way I did that is I went into sequence settings, and I changed the frame size. So at this point, you are going to have to adjust your clips to match the size of the frame. So we're gonna go with scale right here, and I'm gonna scale this up. Now what you're gonna do is, as long as you have audio in here, it'll be able to transcribe the audio into something that you can actually read. So go to text, transcribe sequence, choose your language, transcribe. It'll take, depending on the length of it, between 5 seconds to a minute. And once that's done, you will see that you have all of your transcription in here. With the scene from Wolf of Wall Street, you'll see that it just has a bunch of M's here because McConaughey's doing that thing that he does. When you want to put this in your video, you obviously want to make sure that everything is spelled correctly. There's two ways to do it. One, you could do it right here when you let it play. When you let it play, it's gonna highlight these words and you can make sure that everything is spelled correctly. And if it's not, you can just double click and edit the text. The way I like to do it, which I guess is more accurate, but it takes a little more work, is after you put the captions in the video. So you're gonna go in and hit create captions. And then once you hit that, you're gonna get these options. So you can go with 2 lines, 1 line. I usually like to do 1 line and have it move a bit more quickly. And to have it move a bit more quickly, you drag this down. So let's just say that. You can mess around with these yourself. I'm gonna drag the length of the characters down. And that's about it. It's gonna create these. And you'll see them pop up right here in the subtitle layer. So the next thing to do is you go into Essential Graphics, then you go to Edit, and then you gotta make sure that it matches your brand. So I'll just use Bavis right here. So change the typeface, then obviously you have the type of typeface. Then you can change the size of the font. You can change the color of it, like if red is your thing. You can also eliminate the drop shadow, but to edit all of them at once, you want to do this. And then put your settings in here. Once you're done making the font match your brand, you'll see that because I made it a certain size, it's too big for this frame, so it's automatically gonna put it as 2 lines instead of 1. If you don't want that, all you have to do is go to the longest section of text, which would look like something like this. Select all of these, and then drag the size down so that it automatically goes back to 1 line. Scrub over it here, make sure that your edit was put in that entire thing. And now the last thing to do is basically just check if everything is spelled right.
Here's the game plan. You're gonna bring us 2 absolute martinis. You know how I like them, straight up. And then precisely 7½ minutes after that, you're gonna bring us 2 more.
So that's how to do it in Premiere. So let's hop over to Capcut and see if our download is done and do the same thing there. I'm gonna hit start creating, and you'll see that it's pretty similar to Premiere. So you're just gonna go here, import the Wolf of Wall Street scene or whatever your thing is. It has the same timeline feature as Premiere. And then a shortcut, just like we changed the dimensions in Premiere, you're gonna go to where it says original. You're gonna change that to 9:16 and then drag it up so that it fits in the frame, like so. So again, really similar to Premiere, but this software is free and it's a bit more simplified. And then we're gonna go to create our captions. So you're gonna go to text, Auto-Captions, English, and create. So you'll notice the only difference with this and Premiere so far is that it doesn't give you the option to change the caption settings before you go in here, like single line, double line, stuff like that. So you go over here to text, and then I think this is where you're gonna find these. So you're gonna increase the size here, right? Then you're going to choose whatever font you want. I'll just keep it in system for now. Obviously it's, you know, pretty ugly, but just for the sake of this video, make it bold so it's a little easier to read. And so the tech on this is not necessarily as accurate as Premiere in terms of the automation, because you'll see that some of these get cut off right here, so like this. So what you're gonna have to do is go in here and adjust this individually. You can also enable the shadow, just like in Premiere, right here. And that's about it, other than adjusting them, right? Just like you did in Premiere for spelling and how it is on the screen. That is how you create automatic captions. So yeah, at the end of the day, this is gonna save you a ton of time. It's great for podcasts, short form clips, long form videos, stuff like that. And you can even turn the transcriptions into like a blog post or something if that's something you're into. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.